Greetings, everybody, from Authentic Wines. I have a few wines I want to talk to you about today that we just got in that I'm very excited about. Beginning with this wonderful Macon Verzé from Nicolas Maillet. This is a really great deal, and I got very enthusiastic about it. As you can see, I have 5 cases stacked here with more on the way. This is a wonderful white Burgundy, and as you know, it's one of my areas of interest, and I have a lot of customers that love these wines as well. So naturally, when I found a wine that had all the things I'm looking for in white Burgundy at an incredible price, I jumped on it. So this is a 2014 from Maillet, who's considered one of the real forward thinkers in the Macon, which is the southern part of Burgundy, way down here beyond where the maps are. So it's 100% Chardonnay. In fact, the Maconnais is the home of Chardonnay. There's a village called Chardonnay there. And the little tiny village of Verzé, where Maillet is located, is actually an eastern, their vineyards are eastern facing, very high percentage of limestone. And they tend to have a little more verve, a little more tension, if you will, than a lot of the stuff from the area. This wine, he's really known as a classical winemaker, non-interventionist. He just really has a hands-off approach. Everything is done in the vineyard, and it's all natural fermentation, very long fermentations if need be. He doesn't care. Traditional tanks, no new wood whatsoever. He makes these wines for the long haul. He's one of the first and foremost organic producers down here, certified by EcoCert way back in the 90s, and now he's a biodynamic, fully biodynamic in his farming. As I said, this is the 2014, and frankly, when this wine was young, I had it and I loved it, but I realized that for a lot of customers it was just too severe for them, which is why after 6 years it's in its perfect drinking window. The other thing about this wine is the distributor is long on the wine because it's been sitting around the warehouse, and he made me an incredible deal. You can find this wine online for, I've found it up to 30 to 33 bucks. This wine right now is $15, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a wonderful nose. I mean, there's a little bit of, this is classic Macon fruit, which is to say there's a high percentage of orchard fruit influence to it. Aromas I always get of apricot, but in this wine I also get a little bit of coconut and some exotic things going on. Some exotic fruits, wonderful stony background to the wine. And you can see by looking at it, the color is beautiful. It's got this wonderful viscosity, a beautiful golden color. As I said, it's a 2014. And believe it or not, it's just in its drinking window right now. This is a fantastic wine for summertime. You need to load up on this stuff, I'm not kidding. You're just not going to see another a value like this in really good white Burgundy. That is just drinking so well right now. There's plenty of acidity to this wine still. It's just got tons of life to it. In fact, if you wanted this wine to cellar for a while, you could put this down for another 2 years easily and not even worry about it. It's only going to get richer. Anyway, this guy is a master. He's, none of his wines fall below the, if you're into ratings, I've never seen one of them below 90 points. Everything's above that. And this is just an extraordinary deal for 15 bucks. I'm not doing any more discounts on that. I've got it down as far as I can go. And there's only a few more cases after this one, so I strongly urge you to stand up and let your desires be known. Okay, another wine that I'm really excited about this week comes from an obscure area of the southwest in France. And last week, I had the white of this guy in here, one of his whites, the Cuckoo Blanc, which is a great, fun wine. This guy is in the Marmandais, which is an area in the southwest that's really not known for tourism and much wine that gets out of the area. And we had just a great time here a couple of years ago, landing in Toulouse and ranging, from Cahors all the way over to Bordeaux and back and around and up and down. So the Marmandais is right in here, just to the west of east of Bordeaux, near the Lot River, and not far from Gaillac. This guy went away to work at Zine Humbrecht and some really great wineries in France. Came back home, it's the old story. His family had the vineyard plots, old vines of different types, indigenous grapes, including Arboretum, which is very typical in this part of the world. But it's a blending grape along with a Gamay and Merlot. Merlot is very common here as well. So this is a blend of all three of those grapes. And the wine is called Le Vin est une fête, which is basically wine for a party, wine for a celebration, a wine to celebrate with. And that's how the wine is made, in a style that is just incredibly charming and forward. I also managed to score this from one of my favorite importers, who gave me a great deal on this wine. In fact, this wine, I'm the only other person working with this wine in the state other than Les Pigeons in Portland. They're pouring this by the glass. And if anyone has ever been to Les Pigeons, you know what a great wine program they have. So a wonderful red color. As I said, a blend of Arboretum, Gamay, a little bit of Merlot. Wonderful aromatics, peppery, black pepper, lovely red currants, cherry, like wild berry and cherry. Incredibly charming. A little bit of that, and Cab Franc. Sorry, there's Cab Franc in here as well. And you get that wonderful pyrazine, bell pepper hint from Cabernet Franc that I just love. What's great about this wine is that it's so incredibly friendly and charming, and just wonderful mouth-watering acidity, really super well integrated tannins, tons of fruit, really great impact on the palate, just explodes on your palate. So it's very friendly, but it's not simple, which is really nice. That's what you're always looking for. And the guy this is all organic stuff, low SO2. He hates, same with Macon Verzé, the one I just showed you. Very low SO2 in these wines, only a little bit at bottling, 45 to 50 parts per million, which is incredibly negligible when it comes to SO2. This is a wonderful wine. So with things we love to eat in the summertime, things on the grill, grilled chicken, burgers, charcuterie. You can even do this with salmon, a fatter cut of salmon like a Chinook or something like that. This is a wonderful wine. And this is only $17.95 before the discount. The guy made me a great deal on this. I got 4 cases of this. It's going to go fast. As I said, Authentica and Les Pigeons are taken from the same source on this, so this wine will go quickly. One more wine I do want to show you, and then I'll mention a few other things that I don't have in my hand yet because of the incompetent delivery people. But I want to talk about this wine as well. I'm always looking for really great Dolcetto. And Ascari is a wonderful producer of Barolo, one of my favorites. They're in Serralunga in Piemonte, and everything they do is great. Their Dolcetto is just a classic Dolcetto. I was looking for a Dolcetto for a customer in the wine club, who was looking for another one, and I couldn't find the one he wanted. So I decided to find what I thought was the most classic, the best value that's in the market right now. This is the one that I really feel all those things about. It's $18.95, so it's very reasonable. Also on a nice sale. And Dolcetto, of course, is the grape that is kind of the inconsequential grape in Piedmont to some people. I jokingly refer to it as the breakfast wine in Piedmont for whatever reason. And sometimes the old guys who work in the vineyards do drink this at breakfast time. But anyway, it's a fairly simple wine, but it's really kind of like the Swiss Army knife of Piedmontese wines. It'll go with anything. This is classic in the sense that it has that wonderful, just beautiful, bright cherry aromatic. You can see how beautiful the color is on this. Very smooth and mouth-filling. The textures are wonderful in this wine. A little bit of bitter cherry on the back end, which really goes great with food. There's a little bit of hint of mint in this. It's classic all the way around, and just a super friendly wine to go with tons of things in the summertime. We all like to eat. A lighter red that is really charming at this time of the year. You can even drink this, I wouldn't say chilled, but just a little on the cooler side. Wonderful. Okay, so those are the three I wanted to show you. And another one I have coming is the Marmandais Rosé, Côte d'Aron Rosé. That's not here yet. It'll be here tomorrow. This is another part of our pre-buy that we did. We had the Bandol last week. By the way, I'm trying to get more of the Bandol. I'm seeing how I can work that. I don't know if I can do that yet. So that's possibly coming in. But the Grand Bois is a great Côte d'Aron Rosé, dry but with wonderful fruit character. That'll be coming in, and that's going to be around 17 bucks, somewhere in there. That'll be here today. The other wine that I have coming in, back in from last week, was the Chablis Premier Cru from Roman Colette. So everybody, that wine blew out of here. That was $37.95 down from $49.95. I'm getting another case of that wine tomorrow, so make sure to get in on that one. We're doing pandemic survival boxes this week. Some of these wines will be in those boxes, but there'll be other things coming in, some Spanish. This week it'll be Italian, French, and Spanish together. What else? Oh, yes, last week we had this wonderful Gigondas. I still have a case of this super highly rated Gigondas from Domaine Notre Dame de Palière, the 2017, which got all kinds of accolades. This is a tremendous value at $34.95. And I believe that's about it for now. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Once again, our pickup time is tomorrow, Friday, from 4 to 5 p.m., Saturday from 11 to noon. And keep in mind, too, that we're more than happy to special order anything you guys want, make special arrangements for shopping. By the way, I should mention, we are taking appointments for shopping now. We're moving into phase 2. So if there's a time outside of one of those pickup times that doesn't work for you, email me and we'll see if we can set an appointment for you. We do ask that you wear a mask when you're in here, and we'll limit it to just one party because we just don't have enough room for everyone. We'll have the door open on Saturday, and we can communicate back and forth through there too. And so maybe there could be some traffic in here on Saturday for people who are visiting the market. Anyway, thanks a lot, and hope to see you soon. Take care.